Well, that's how we like to finish the show, is leave us with your greatest lesson learned, something that you've learned in business. It sounds like you've learned a ton since
Oh,
starting all this. What would you like to leave the listeners with as sort of your greatest lesson learned in business?
man, there's so many things, right? I think the one that resonates with me the most is we talked a lot of times on this. If you don't know the definition of winning, you're not going to win, right? So there's a quote from Benjamin Franklin that I love is, by failing to plan, you're planning to fail. And that resonates with me. I read that quote every single day to remind myself that I cannot avoid planning. I cannot avoid looking into the future and having a clear definition of winning, right? Because a lot of the times winning for me was just getting things done in the day. And that doesn't necessarily means winning. We want to win long term, right? I want to be 20 years from now, be proud of the growth. And the only way that I'm going to get there is planning to get to that point. So it's something that I work on every single day.
That's so good. Yeah, it's all just the same stuff, right? Over and over and over. If you don't know where you're going, if you don't know if you don't define success, someone else is going to define it for you. If you don't know what winning looks like for you, how are you going to know when you win? Great advice. I love it.
There's one last little thing is sometimes Gary Harper told me this. People need to listen things 7 times before they actually internalize. I think I'm on the higher end of that spectrum. I need to hear it 20 times before I can actually internalize it, right? And sometimes it's not how many times you listen, is the timing that you listen to it. When you hear that message that resonates with you, maybe you are not ready for that message at that moment, right? And now is the time for me. That's my time. Read books about planning multiple times in my life, but this is the first time they really start resonating and I'm taking actions towards that. So yeah, the content repeats itself, but it's valuable at the right time.
For sure.